Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. For Justin Gaethje to beat Max Holloway, he needs to do one thing. There's a few things he needs to do really, really well, but he needs to do this one thing very well when he fights Holloway. Remember when he fought Tony Ferguson and managed to pick him apart and eventually put him away when the referee jumped in there and stopped it? He needs to do the same thing. He needs to be calculated. He needs to be smart. He needs to avoid getting hit too much. Now, he got hit a lot against Tony Ferguson, but he hit him way more. And he did get hurt several times. But again, he did more damage. He was able to avoid getting hit so much by beating him to the punch and was able to move away from a lot of Tony's blows. So for him to fight Holloway, he needs to take the same approach. He needs to do what Volk did to Holloway in the 2 of the 3 fights that he had. He needs to be able to move in and out. Now, unfortunately, I don't think he's as fast as Volk, and I don't think he cares about getting hit as much as Volk did. Volk was good about not getting hit when he fought Holloway. Otherwise, those fights might have been a lot different if he just stood there and just stayed stationary. He needs to also mix up body shots with the boxing, with hitting him in the face. And he doesn't need to be too risky. What do I mean by that? I mean, he doesn't need to be overly aggressive, yes, but he also needs to mix up, not just be predictable, not just go trying to take his head off. He needs to mix up his punching, his boxing with body shots and make himself unpredictable more to Max Holloway. And he needs to be okay with moving away from Max Holloway, because Holloway has knocked out several people in his career. And if he doesn't knock you out, he can definitely outstrike you. And he's proven to have good head movement, which is another reason why I feel like he needs to move away from that and also mix up the body shots. Body, and then go high. And every now and then later in the fight, you can open up with leg kicks and body shots with the knees. But to start things off, he needs to be able to mix up the jabs, not go for too many haymakers until later in the fight if he's picking him apart like he does, which I think he probably will do. For Gaethje to win, again, he needs to be patient. He doesn't need to be overly aggressive. And lately, he has proven to be patient in his fights when he wins the fights. But I'm talking about overall game planning, overall history. He has been overly aggressive. He's done it 3 times in his career, so there's a chance he'll do it again. It costed him in the first Dustin Poirier fight. It costed him against Eddie Alvarez. It costed him against Charles Oliveira. That's why Charles Oliveira was able to come back and win that fight. He was overly aggressive and he paid for it. So if he avoids that, he should beat Max Holloway by picking him apart. Unlike Volk, he has more power. He should be able to put him away by the 4th or 5th round.